Today is day 2 of mono eating bananas. What can I say? I ate more bananas, you know. Well, actually I had green juice and this morning cucumber juice and also a few carrots in there as well. First thing. And then I packed 20 bananas into the blender and I had them all in one go. That was pretty epic, to be honest. Might have another 10 or 15 later on, but I've been cruising all day on those 20 bananas. Haven't really felt like anything else, you know. Yeah, what can I say? You know, just eat bananas, right? So I'm not really going to talk about it in these 30 days. I'm going to document it every day, but I'm not really going to be talking about, you know, how I'm feeling or what I'm eating, because I'm eating bananas and how I'm feeling is, I don't know. It's not really of much consequence, really. Who cares? You know, who really cares how I'm feeling? So I want to talk about deeper sort of consciousness sort of stuff. You know, what is my message and how does that apply to you? What is your message? You know, maybe you can find your message, what's your reason for being, you know, why you get out of bed in the morning, why you do the things you do. You know, are you just running on the programs that have been preset or that you've just received growing up by default? Or are you really living a life of inspiration? And if not, how can you do that? And that's something that I want to get across in these videos now, and something that I have been doing, and now I want to get it more focused, get my message more focused, and then, you know, how does that apply to you and how that can help you. And when it really comes down to it, when it really boils down to it, because I've done a lot of inner work, inner contemplation and meditation, and just going to the depths of the mind, the depths of consciousness, and just seeing what I can bring back. And how I see it is, if we're attached to the mind, if we're attached to our belief systems, then, you know, that can create suffering. That can stop us. That can make us stagnant and stop us from moving forward and expanding our consciousness. And our belief systems are really assumptions. And when all is said and done, they're not really real. So I call it unplugging from the matrix. A lot of people use that term, unplugging from the matrix, and some people just mean it by getting out of the rat race, is unplugging from the matrix. But what the matrix is the matrix is the mind. And unplugging from the mind, we use the mind, we can use the mind, and just think of it like a metaphor, like the Matrix, the movie, where Neo goes into the matrix and he uses the matrix, which is the mind, to operate. But he realizes that he is actually not part of that. He realizes the illusion of it, and by realizing that, he is able to operate at a much higher level than others that are in the matrix, because of his realization and his detachment from it. And that's what the mind is. You're not the mind. We are not the mind. The mind is one thing, like the matrix, and we just connect into it and we use it. And what happened with me is something I'm going to talk about more in future videos. Some very powerful experiences I had to get these like revelations, is that I completely detached from the mind, detached from every single belief system that I ever had. Very scary thing to do. And what I came with, there was nothing left. There was nothing, and then there was like no reason. There was no reason to get out of bed. There's no reason to do anything, because everything was built on assumption, you know. And so then what I realized was, when we detach from the mind, then where do we go? And then the heart. It was like going to the heart and opening the heart. So my message really is about detaching from the matrix, unplugging from the matrix, unplugging from the mind, whatever you want to call it, and then opening the heart and connecting deeper with the heart. And that's really my message, and what I'm going to be talking about, what I'm going to be writing about and making videos about, is how to do that. Different principles and different ideas and concepts of how we can actually really do that. So I know these videos aren't for everyone. They're definitely not for everyone. These videos that I'm making are for the few. And so if you're one of the few, then please keep watching. Be with me on this journey. It's a journey, not just my journey, it's your journey as well. And on this journey together, we can make something beautiful of this life and release ourselves, detach ourselves from the matrix and open up our hearts. And by doing that, we can live a beautifully inspired life. So thank you for joining me in this video, and I look forward to connecting you in the next video. Thank you.